All right, December 1st, 2019. The year's almost over. I just watched the movie The Irishman, and it's on Netflix. It's not in the theater, so don't worry about it. So don't go down to the movie theater, think you're going to buy a ticket and see the movie, but you're not, because it's on Netflix. You can stay home. It's 3.5 hours. So once sit in the movie theater for 3.5 hours. Now, I almost didn't watch the movie because I thought it was just going to be about an Irish guy who goes out and drinks all day. But no, it's actually a mob movie. It's got Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Ray Romano, and like 43 other people. But yeah, so if you're Italian from an Italian neighborhood like me, it's a good movie. But if you're from South Dakota, or Georgia, you're probably not gonna like the movie because you're like, who cares about a bunch of Italians and an Irish guy? So if you're Italian, go watch it. If you're not Italian, if you like mob movies, watch it. And if you don't like Italians and you don't like an Irish guy, go watch something else. That's all. But no, it's a good movie. I'm going to do a review. I'm not going to give any spoilers because not everybody's watched it yet. So I'm going to do a little review here. All right, so here's the backstory of the movie The Irishman. All right, so Frank, the Irishman, Sheeran is a hitman for the Bufalino family. The Bufalino family is from Pennsylvania, like I said before. And they're allies with the Genovese family, also allies with the Buffalo family and the Petrarca family out of Boston. Yeah, I know a lot of mob stuff. Not everybody knows all this stuff, but that's what happens when you live in my neighborhood. You all of a sudden become a historian. I don't even like history. But anyway, speaking of history, that's basically what this movie's about. If you don't like history, you might not like this part, but it's a good part of the history because, people are getting whacked. So it's not boring like that movie I saw about Tesla. I forgot the name of the movie, but that thing was so boring I fell asleep to it. Tesla should have invented an alarm clock. Anyway, so this is basically goes over to JFK, how he got assassinated, and also Jimmy Hoffa. That's the main story, is the Jimmy Hoffa and the disappearance of Hoffa. Nobody knows where he is. Nobody knows what really happened to him. So now I've watched two Hoffa movies that have two different endings, and this is my part. What do I think happened to Jimmy Hoffa? Did he A, get whacked? Did he B, did he just like hop on a plane and fly to Brazil? Like Hitler did. Didn't Hitler fly to Brazil or something, or Argentina? Somewhere in South America. But, they say he also killed himself. So, they don't know. It's kind of like the Hoffa and Hitler. They both start with H. So this is basically this could be the real story, or this could be kind of exaggerated. Nobody knows. Nobody's going to know. Even on the JFK side of it, some wacko screwball takes out JFK, and then like 2-3 days later, he's whacked out too. So you don't know. Was the mob involved in the hit on that, and then they hit the other guy? So there's a lot of hitting going. It's like a boxing movie without any punches. But so that's basically what this movie's about. You're gonna see Jimmy Hoffa, the president of the Teamsters, and this is why he disappeared. He had too much power, and he lost the power when he went to prison, and he wanted the power back. Problem is, he has a big mouth, and if you got a big mouth and you're involved in the mob, you need to shut the hell up. That's the way it is. You're gonna have a big mouth, you ain't gonna live too long. That's the way it is. Loose lips sink ships. Basically, his ship was sunk. So that's what this movie is about. I don't want to give a lot of it away, so I'm not going to talk about that stuff. So that's the backside of the movie. Scorsese directed it. He also did Goodfellas. All right, so now Goodfellas. Let's do some background on Goodfellas. That was basically the Lucchese family. That story was about the Lucchese family. So this is the Bufalino family, which is also connected with allies with the Genovese family. And then you got the movie Casino, which is the Chicago outfit. Chicago was running Vegas. All right, then you have a lot of people will ask about Sopranos. Sopranos was a fabricated family, made up, but a lot of the stories are real. Because I know things. That's just the way it is. If you live in an Italian neighborhood in New York City, and your family's in the trucking business and whatnot, trucks disappear here and there. You're gonna know some things. That's just the way it is. On my street, 90% of the people on my street were Italian. On the other street, it was like 85%. It was a big Italian neighborhood. You're gonna hear things. You're gonna know things. Some things are exaggerated. Some things are real. All right, so that's my movie review. It's got to be the worst movie review you have ever seen. Terrible. It was terrible. I'm never going to do another movie review. I haven't even watched this back yet, but I could just tell this was terrible. You're like, why is he even talking about this stuff? You see, well, like I said, didn't want to give any spoiler alerts away, so I think I did, didn't I? With the JFK and the Hoffa. Well, most people probably know about JFK. I don't know. Spoiler alert. JFK was whacked. I think there's a million videos on YouTube about that. So that's my movie review. So comment if you like it. Comment if you hate it. If you hate it, you should share it. And then put in a thing, you gotta watch this, the worst movie review ever. And then, December 10th, YouTube's going to start deleting channels. So we'll see if I get deleted. If I get deleted, I get deleted. It'll be like this. I'm here now, and I'm